It's your boy, your nephew, your cousin. It's the Don. Chaz Evans here, checking out the hottest podcast in the world, the 3 Count Podcast.
Hit him with a 3 count. Pin him to the ground and the crowd go wild, man down over y'all like. Hit him with a 3 count. On the top row crowd.
It's your boy. Oh, God.
Yes! Let's go!
Bring back the head. Who comes back? The irony.
Hello, Charles.
Hello, Anthony.
How are you?
I've seen better
I
days.
don't give a fuck how you are.
Yep, this show is already off the rails.
Ooh, you have no idea.
There goes our PG-13 show. We have gone back.
It's definitely. Yo, 5 minutes into the or 5 seconds into the show.
Oh my goodness.
TV 14.
We done gone back into the Attitude Era.
Did you miss me, Chaz?
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah, you can be honest with me. That's fine.
No, not at all. Not one bit. The show has been smoother. My blood pressure has calmed down a lot more. I don't have to take medicine. I don't get headaches during the show. I'm not complaining to my wife how Anthony is such a mark. And no, I don't miss anything about you at all.
Man.
But welcome back.
Well, I don't give a fuck.
You don't have
either.
hair. Here we go again.
I don't give a fuck if you don't miss me.
Mute. Give him the mute. Can I get through my intro?
Let's go to the intro.
No,
we got
There's
stuff we
still
gotta
a show.
do.
There's still a show. Okay,
when I come on, it's my show.
that is a lie. That is a lie.
100%. It's 100% how we do with that. Let's just.
That's a lie. Line on
We
the
got an
Lord's
intro.
day. Right, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We would have already been on this spotlight. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, your nephew, your cousin. It's Baltimore's greatest export, the Capital Region's best kept secret. It's the Don Chaz Evans here, checking out the 3 Count Podcast debate show. Chaz and friends and Anthony. Let me introduce to you first, my friends. First, my best friend, the guy that runs this show, because I don't do anything, all right? He's the man, he's the behind the scenes, all right? He's the face of the 3 Count. You can check out his interview show that has reached it has reached over 300 episodes, now Into the Ring. Check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Red Dog.
It is the Air Force Veteran Intel Specialist, the one you call on when you need to get the job done, and your friendly neighborhood Red Dog. Also the DICK of this industry, and also the finest mercenary in all of professional wrestling. And the ridiculously kissable one.
And the one people steal his stuff from. Lou's here now, so I got the show. No, I don't. We're not holding punches today. But anyway, let me introduce to you next. All right, he is the third member of this trio because Lou is not a friend. He's Lou. The third member of this trio. All right, the trio's tag team. All right, ladies and gentlemen, he is the Dark Lord himself. He was there for the very first wrestling match. All right, and he promises me that it was a terrible finish. So, with that being said, he is the supervillain Damien Fatale.
Yeah, the devil should have won that match.
Oh my God.
Man. Yo, God went over dirty.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh.
Enough.
And last but certainly the least, all right, making his surprise return, he is the 30th entrant in the Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen, an OG of the 3 Count Podcast. He's the heater, all right, prepared for the heat, make it double trouble, ladies and gentlemen. He used to say he had hair, but now it went from his head to his beard. Ladies and gentlemen, good friend of the show, the one and the only, Lou the Franchise.
It is the beard growing, wrestling knowing, dad of 4, and I'm gonna get snipped because I don't need no more.
Oh, God. Not me doing his catchphrase.
Lou the Franchise back for a one-time thing, just to surprise our good friend who barely hit puberty, Chaz.
Figured. Wonderful. Wow. At least I gave you a good intro.
I like it, dude. And to be honest, I missed you.
I miss you too. That's the only time you'll actually hear me admit it live. So don't hit me. Don't ask me for another one. I'm not telling you again. So savor that. Put that in like your memories. So on your deathbed, you'll go, he did say he missed me. And then you go croak.
I did miss this. I miss you fuckers.
Listen. I'd be lying if I say the show has not been different.
It's smooth. It's smooth now.
No, it's too smooth. Damien likes AEW now, and he won't admit it.
Every time the runt hits his system. I know. It's fine though. Every time the runt hits your system, that's when we know that you like AEW.
No, we got Grease Monkey today.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Whatever that. So maybe anyway. If you haven't already done so, follow us on your favorite social media channels. Okay, all right. Twitter 3count_pod, Instagram, TikTok, everything else is 3countpod. All one word, the number 3. Our shop on For Your Wear is coming soon. All right, but you can still get our shirts at Pro Wrestling Tees /3countpod. Don't you type in the number? Don't you type in THREE? Type in that number 3. All right, let's get right down to it. Temp check.
That's crazy.
What else?
Because in Studio 1B we do have.
I thought that me saying check out now entering in your intro. That's my fault. Remember you said try to shorten the announcements thing up, man.
Yeah, sure. So anyway, we're gonna have Dustin Tar of the Tar Dynasty this week on the show. And then also on now entering 201, you're also going to get Eel O'Neill coming back on the show. So you guys get those episodes on Tuesday and Wednesday. So check us out, give them likes, and then tell everybody about how great it was because they were, again, great interviews and a lot of fun.
Definitely check those out. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you don't miss any one of the wonderful content that we produce and create for you all for free 99. So
free 99.
So definitely check out our YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe and that bell button. Now let's get to it. Temp check. All right. For those who don't know what temp check is, this is where me and my friends will give you the hottest and or coldest wrestler going into this week. What?
I know what temp check is. I was still part of this when we had temp check.
It's crazy.
No, it wasn't.
You know what? I might hit mute every time that this man opens his mouth.
It wasn't for you. It was for the new listeners, or some of our people who may have checked us out on Twitch and they have seen it. Some 4 random guys and it's wrestling may have said, "Oh, let me listen." So I'm just explaining temp check. Listen, we run a tight ship now, man. I gotta get the new listeners. I gotta bring more in. All right, 300 episodes. More over 300 episodes. Need to start getting more people up in here. So anyway, as I was saying, like I said, hottest, coldest wrestler going into this week. Lou, will you do the honors of going first? What's the temperature like over there?
Man, I don't watch wrestling. That's the thing. Ever since WrestleMania, I don't watch it. But I do read it, and I do kind of pay attention to this podcast because y'all my friends, even though I'm not your friends. But right now, I think the SmackDown Women's Champions are the hottest right now. Well, I guess they're not SmackDown Women's Champions. They're the Women's Champions. Got it. Drawing a blank now.
You talking about Raquel Rodriguez and Liv?
And Liv Morgan, yes.
Okay.
My coldest?
Yeah, coldest.
My coldest is Rey Mysterio in the LWO right now.
Hey, yo, man. You
Unfortunately.
know what? Hey, yo, man. No, you know what? Man?
I'll mute
Kick
myself.
this man right off. Kick this man off. Fuck a mute. I'm about to kick you out the stream, bro. Yo, you ever disrespect my squad like that?
I hate it,
Whoa.
but it's the truth.
Nah,
love it.
it's
This
not. It's
is-
absolutely
this-
false.
And this is why I missed him.
Asshole out here.
That's
Now
why
we
I
about to
missed
fight. I can't wait. I can't wait till tomorrow when he calls me on the ride to work and I just mute the shit.
Straight to voicemail.
Put 'em on
All right.
hold.
Damien, what's the temperature like over there, bro?
I'm gonna go with Cody.
Okay.
I actually saw what he did on Raw. Enjoyed it. We already know who the coldest wrestler is. However, I want to add a second to that because he just sucked them in. So, yeah, him and Adam Cole.
Oh.
It's like fat versus skinny fat. It's a lot of jiggle in that ring. It's a lot of jiggle.
Yeah.
And it ain't
Oh
Christmas.
my gosh.
That's great.
That's got to be a mess.
This
That's got to
show,
be a mess.
I knew this show. I just had a feeling this show was going bonkers before I even logged in. All right, Red Dog, what's the temperature like?
Let me as far as my hottest wrestler go, let me get Solo Sikoa. I think that would have to be my dude. Coldest wrestler.
That's mine. That's my pick.
Yeah, it's a good one. I think my coldest wrestler, I'm gonna be honest, man. Let me get Sheamus.
Mm.
Okay.
Not really doing anything.
Ooh. So I'm gonna go along that same route with Sheamus, but I'm gonna go with the Drew. I think.
I was gonna go with Drew, and I was like, "Hey, it's 50-50, man."
Yeah,
Drew or
so
Sheamus.
just to stick with the coldest, first I'm going with Drew. After WrestleMania, I mean, we haven't seen Drew, and it's just like Drew was always the afterthought in the match. It was, I feel like we really wanted Sheamus versus Gunther again, and we got Drew, which is fine. I mean, they tore it down, but yeah, Drew just became the afterthought, and it's kind of weird seeing that for the past couple of years, Drew has been at the forefront a lot of the time. So even with the rumors of him like not happy, but yeah, so Drew gets my coldest wrestler, but my hottest wrestler, I would give it to my tribal chief, but my tribal chief is upset with me because I was rooting against him at WrestleMania. I doubted him, and I am, suffering the consequences of doubting my tribal chief. So
Yeah, you are.
it should be him, but I'm going with Solo because Solo is killing it.
Yeah, he is.
There was something on Twitter that said, "Is Solo getting overexposed?" That just might be our debate topic really right now. I might switch it up because it's this show's off the rails anyway. Because that's a really good question, but I kind of disagree with it. But Solo is my hottest wrestler going into this week. So anybody else, if to all of our listeners, our audio listeners on our podcast, tweet at us at 3count_pod. Tell us who your hottest and coldest wrestlers are. If you are with us live right now, type in the chat. If you disagree, agree. Mainly if you disagree with Lou, which is fine because we all do. So just type us in, interact with us, talk with us at 3count_pod. All right, let's get into this. Monday Night Raw happened, all right? And whether you want to say it was a good Monday Night Raw or not, it happened. But one of the bright spots of Raw was the Trish Stratus promo. Saying that in 2023, y'all. The Trish Stratus promo, and she pretty much cut the promo that she should have cut years ago. Pretty much Trish was the real who knocked Lita in the back. So she turned, she explained her heel turn and that she's the GOAT and that there wouldn't be a women's revolution if there was no Trish Stratus. So how do you all feel about this? Do you agree with Trish? So yeah, let's start with let's go with you, Damien. You go, Damien. We'll go Lou, then Red Dog.
All right. So, do I agree with her words? She kind of make a point. I mean, like, who was the most featured woman during that time? Oh, that horrible, horrible time. Bathroom break time. And that's what it was. It's when you go to the bathroom. Or get a snack. Or do anything else but watch. Oh, God, it's so horrible. But she was like that bright spot. Out of everybody, she was being featured more. So, yeah, I'm going to have to agree with the bad guy. She's got a point. She should be very upset.
All right. What you got?
I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna agree with Damien. Not much to say about that, really. I mean, she nailed it. I love the promo. I actually got to watch it on Twitter, and I fully agree. It was it it was that she was the star of the bathroom break.
I'll go ahead. I'm just gonna say, like, I love the promo. I thought the whole thing was fire, just from like start to finish. Right? She came in and she was just really. It was one of those "you people" kind of promos that we get to hear like every so often. But she put like a whole new spin on it, right? To introduce like a new, I guess, flavor to it. And the way she addressed it was like, she's like, "Yo, it's about me, but y'all keep making it about Becky Lynch." And she's like, "I was the first. I was here. This is where I stood." And I did these things. And I elevated this whole division. And now you guys are just giving all the credit to the 4 horsewomen, right? And the fact that she went out of her way to address, Becky, Bailey, Charlotte, and Sasha, right? Mercedes, right? It was just so cool to hear her just like mention all those names and talk about like, no. This is me. Like, it's my time. And I love the fact that she was like, and then Lita got all wrapped up in Becky Lynch's words and was like, "Oh, you're the greatest." And so she's like, newsflash, I had to be the one to take her out. And I was like, dude, just all the points, all the hits. And she was just like, "I'm not your fantasy anymore." She's like, "This is who I am." And I was like, bruh, like, Trish makes me want to be I can't, it takes me back to like heel Trish back in like the late 90s, early 2000s. Like this is the Trish Stratus that I loved watching as a kid. Was this one that I just had all this fire, piss and vinegar. And I was like, I don't care about you. It's all about me and what I'm doing. And I love seeing this back again. Cause I like watching Trish as like the face and she's like, come on. Right. But her heel work has always been been on point.
I was introduced to Trish during that heel run was, when I was doing my young wrestling journey into like the Attitude Era. It was the Trish that I was introduced to, which was always said when people used to say Trish Lita, I was like, I'm always a Trish stan. And I still, to this day, I will always, Trish Stratus is that she's the one. And I know we made the light of the time period because the bathroom break, and which it was, and like she was the star of the bathroom break. But like I think it kind of like lessens the really significance of what Trish did for the women's division. Like legitimately, her and Lita were the first women to main event Monday Night Raw, like 2 women, and they tore it down, right? That wasn't a bathroom break. Now, goodness, I wasn't watching then, but I know y'all who watched, y'all were watching it, and y'all didn't get up at the bathroom for that match because I've seen the match, and that match was fire. I was mad they went to commercials. I'm like, why would you do this to people?
Trish was on the screen, you didn't go to the bathroom.
Well, okay, yes, that's factual. Yes, that's true too. Yes, agreed on that.
Like
one.
that's what I guess that's what I meant to say. Like when she was on the screen, it was like, oh, I gotta hold it. So yeah, she made it watchable. There you go.
That's a good one. Yeah. And like
she made it like, okay, this is what they should be doing, not this other BS.
Yeah, she was really one that took stride in it. Like a lot of women at that time, they were there for to be the eye candy, and she was like, no, I can be eye candy and still work and work and work better than half the men. on the roster at the time. Like, so I agree. Like the promo was fire. She hit like you said, Cliff. She hit all the points. Her mentioning the 4 horsewomen was dope. Like touching on the fact that Becky, you main evented. Like y'all main evented WrestleMania. But y'all wouldn't have done that if it wasn't for me. Like, hold up. Like I'm like you can be LeBron James and Giannis, but I'm the Michael Jordan of your division of what you're doing. Give me my cookies. So I definitely love the promo. I definitely like where this is going with Trish. I remember last week I had said, I was like, it's just Trish being back. There's no substance. It was like, I really wasn't pumped for Trish and like, oh, you're just putting her with Lita. I'm like, oh, we're just trying to sell tickets. But now that Trish is it has an actual like focal point and that is doing something, this gets me interested. I want to tune in now. I want to make sure I catch, oh goodness, what is Trish about to do now? What has Becky got? Becky's got to respond like, hold up. I mean,
Right.
so the promo was fire.
You know what I'm afraid about though? I'm afraid that on Monday night, right, Becky's going to come out and she's going to cut a promo. But that promo is going to be so bland. We're all going to be like, and this is why Trish is the best at cutting promos, because she's going to cut, Becky's going to cut some promo about her being the man and about how Trish is crazy and this, that, and the other. And she's going to have some kind of wacky name to call her, right? Like the Looney one. But all that, we're all going to look and we're like, yo, come with some piss and vinegar. Come with some fire.
I disagree.
That's what I want.
I disagree. I disagree. I just feel like because Becky can cut that fiery promo, and we've seen her done it. So like, I don't.
When was the last time you saw her do it? Just full transparency.
Full transparency. I think the last time I really saw her do it was when her and Bianca during the feud of WrestleMania.
That's crazy because I'll tell you the last time I remember her cutting any promo where I looked at Becky Lynch and was like, damn, that was a good promo, was when she got her face busted open.
Oh, I don't know.
It's just because I feel like all of her promos is it's a bland promo. Like when she goes after Ronda Rousey, it's just bland to me. Like
most of the time it is. I think you need to watch more Becky Lynch then. I think you need to
I have to hit all these points.
I think you because if you're gonna tell me like her getting her face busted from 2016 is the best thing, no. You're kidding me. That's asinine.
It's weird because like to me like all I remember is this.
You cannot tell me you've been watching Becky Lynch since then and cannot say that was the last.
Well, to be fair,
promo.
She's been gone. She was gone from what 2020. Like remember because like from after Money in the Bank, all the way on she was gone. For the last couple of years she was gone.
But even before that, though, she had the fire. Like the stuff with her and Ronda and Charlotte were fine. The stuff with her and Bailey were good.
There you go. So for me, that would be
it. The man promo was fire.
Right, and that was after she got busted in the nose.
Okay, so then we can.
Don't do Becky that now.
I can give you that. The man promo was it, but like at the end of the time, like that was what 2017, 2018. I'm still talking about like it's a hot minute ago. Like you're gonna talk about the Bianca's promo at SummerSlam, right? Cool. To me, it still felt bland. Like unfortunately, I love watching Becky when she's the man, the man style promo that she cuts because I'm Becky Lynch, I'm the man, blah 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 blah, and she got all this specific. But now like big time Beck's like I just can't get behind it, man. Like it just falls apart. I'm not down. I'm not down with it.
Now, if we're going big time Bex and the man when she does the two, I absolutely agree with you. I think big time Bex was fine for the heel Becky that she was doing when she was the heel. I was okay. I get the whole. It's just every time she looks like I just think of Paramore.
Haley Williams.
Yeah. And it just I'm like, no, be the man. Like big time Bex was cool as a heel. But like when she cuts the man, when she's the man, yeah, I just way better, way better presentation. But you caught me way off guard with that clip. Yeah,
That's what I'm worried about.
I gotta go look back at my notes on what's next because you
It's match of the week.
Matt, thank you. Match of the week. My goodness. Because I just think that's crazy. I think it's crazy. I'm sorry. I think that's crazy that you can't.
Nobody in the comment section is gonna agree with me, and I'm okay with that.
It's like I know Becky. I agree. Like that. Yeah, she does. Her promos for the most of the time are these bland promos, and she does the old Irish, little sayings and stuff. Yeah, but to say that she has not since, it's crazy. You're crazy. I need you to go pull up Peacock and go rewatch.
I have yet to look at a Becky Lynch promo and
go rewatch.
That promo was fire.
Man. You're wilding. Yeah, what's the
Damon
match?
I heard dying.
Instead of this, it's not what grinds Damien gears. What grinds my gears is Cliff saying that.
Oh, wow. All right, well, you stole my segment. Damn.
Sorry, man. But that's just, it's just crazy. It's like saying Rey Mysterio ain't had a good match since like WrestleMania. When he wrestled the world for the world title.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the debate show.
So first of all, I could keep it a buck. Like the best Rey Mysterio match I have seen in the last few years was when Andrade was still around. Like I can be real with it. Like you're talking about my favorite wrestler of all time, and I'm going to tell you, like Rey Mysterio he brings in a lot, right? He does a great job with storytelling. But to me, when I look back at great matches, Andrade on SmackDown, that was my favorite match. But if you're gonna tell me that his best work came from like WrestleMania with Dominic, I'm gonna be like, that's a lie.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely. Anyway,
match of the week.
Match of the week. All right, match of the week. What you got, Damien? Not this. That's the third time you've done that.
Solo and Riddle.
So see, that was a good match too.
No, it was fun.
Go ahead, Cliff.
I mean, I'm not really high on Riddle all that much, but I mean, it was
yeah,
fun.
I think they should have released them.
Let me get Hijo del Vikingo and Gringo Loco on Ring of Honor.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Because if you watch that match on GCW, you kind of already knew what you were gonna get, but to put it on the network with Ring of Honor, I was like, that match was still fun.
Fire. It was fire. All right, Anthony.
Again, just watching clips from Twitter because I don't watch it because fuck the ending of WrestleMania. I actually liked the clips of Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus the Viking Raiders. I really did like that match.
That was a fun one.
I fell asleep on SmackDown, so I couldn't tell you. I'll be honest, y'all. I ain't watched no wrestling.
You're not supposed to say that. Hey, God damn it.
I ain't gonna. You know what? That's a lie. I watched one match. So my match of the week goes to Pure Ignorance versus the Delinquent versus Billy Dixon and Elijah Friday from Next Up Pro.
Old habits are hard to break. I see around here still. Fuck.
First of all, I wasn't in that match. Thank you very much. I won a belt being at home. Shout out to the Freebird rule. So I'm cool. Shout out to Noah and Fred Machiavelli. Hey, bro, listen. You know how many belts I done won now in the past month? I got like 6. I got gold all on my chain. I'm Trinidad James. Anyway,
which one of us is Stephen A. and which one of us is Max? Clearly, I'm Max.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Clearly, Chaz is Stephen A.
Wow, guys.
The crazy part is that Chaz sometimes be using words that like he doesn't fully understand the meaning of, just to use them. He's like, the atrocity of what is happening on this show.
Stephen A.
Look, I just, I see the funny thing
judging
is
by the intellectual psychology of what is happening in this wrestling industry, whether it's on the indies or on the damn mainstream shows right now, I'm telling you, the audacity that this man has to put that product up here right now.
No, wow, that's actually not a bad impression of me. That's not bad. Because I watched the shows back, and I do sound like that. So like, that's crazy. Anyway, let's move on to the next debate topic. So Mercedes, last night, this morning, depending on your time zone, um, she defended her IWGP Women's Championship, and she lost it. Okay. She lost it. She got beat too. I saw the finish. I wanted to stay up for it, but it was at 2 a.m. And you know how the New Japan shows be. I only do it one time a year, and that's for Wrestle Kingdom. And I've been doing it since college. But one a year, 2 a.m. I watch the whole thing. But yeah, Mercedes lost. But the news coming out of that is that she did sign another match extension with New Japan, and that match is going to be the Wrestle. No, bring that comment. Bring it back up. Out here and got me stopping in the middle of my. Because what did he say that we see everyone? These get out of here. Pull it down. Get it down. Bring it down. You know, and this is why I love what we do. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Mercedes Moné. She lost. She got an extension. It's going to be in the States. After that, her New Japan deal is up. What is her next move? Because to be honest, at this point, the door is extremely wide open for her. What's her next move? Let's go with you, Lou. Let's start with you, man.
So I have
no idea.
I've read a few articles that she's actually looking to move to Japan permanently. And so I really don't want to say this, but I think she will stay probably with New Japan and sign a multi-match deal instead of an extension. They're gonna pay her good. That's the end of it. Other than that, I mean, I could see her going to AEW or Ring of Honor, but WWE probably not.
What you got, Red Dog?
I agree. WWE. I'm not saying WWE is off the table permanently, but for this round, I definitely think that she probably does her one match in Noah or New Japan, and I think after that, I think actually she goes to Impact. I think if I was anything, she's been talking about how she wants to work with Mickie James. I think this would be an opportunity, even if they were able to do like the
Mickey's hurt. Mickey's hurt.
Yeah.
Mickey's
but
hurt.
She's been talking about how she wants that one match with her.
Yeah.
So, but if she goes to Japan, she's not getting that one match. So I think for her going to either Impact or maybe even to like AEW, who knows? Because the way that they're setting up the story right now with AEW is that she, with the Outcast and need one more because there's 4 on the other side. They just haven't really like put it all together with Jamie, Britt. Then obviously you're gonna have Riho, and then you're gonna have maybe like Willow or somebody else is going to be joining in. Obviously,
I think it's Willow. I think it's Willow.
Yeah, and I think on the other side, when you have, you have Paige, Saraya, you have Ruby, and you have Tony. They need a 4th. It would just make sense to have Mercedes just slide in because she would be that one for the Outcast. So I think she maybe headed that way.
Yeah, I agree. So I think I really do think she's going to do some more work in Japan, but I think she's going to do simultaneously do AEW and New Japan, just because like you said, I just don't see them not bringing her in for to be in the Outcast. I just think that would be a big get. I also think they wouldn't bring Mercedes without Trinity. I really feel like it's either or. It's if they don't do both. I think they're going to bring both of them in and do the whole Outcast thing and make it like a really actually a legit stable. But yeah, I think she's going to stay in Japan. She's always that was one of her dreams, was to wrestle in Japan. She got to wrestle in the Tokyo Dome, which even I want to do that. I just think I think she just loves being in Japan, and she just loves that style. So I really do see her, staying there for at least to the end of the summer. I think, but I do see her going to AEW. I just don't think, I just don't see why she wouldn't.
And they're gonna throw her dumb money.
Oh my, yeah, exactly. And I just, as much as you hate to say it, but like money talks. It's a business, so
does creative control. And when you have someone that's like, hey, you have your own character, you can do whatever you want, just run it by me, so that way I can kind of know how I'm gonna book it, bruh. Like, yeah, there's no reason for her not to be able to go. Like,
yeah,
she'll be there.
yeah. I just don't think, with Mickey being hurt now, I don't see her going immediately to Impact, because you can work. I don't think she's going to sign any exclusive deal with any company. I think that's the get. Especially after doing a couple of these runs with New Japan, I don't think she's going to sign any exclusive contract to one company. I think she's going to probably grind it out, and then because she's a Mandalorian, okay? She's a Mandalorian.
She said that in her promo. Did you hear her in her promo afterwards?
Yeah.
She was just like, I'm a star. I'm a star of Star Wars.
Yeah,
yeah.
like she's set. She's set. So like, yeah, that's what I think. What you got, Damien?
I got two things to say. I guess the first thing is she should definitely just go have fun for the next 5+ years before she even goes back to WWE, which I think that's the roundabout back end goal. So, I mean, go have fun, boo-boo, dude. Just go do yourself. Like, whether it's staying in Japan for a few years, traveling around to wherever you want to go to wrestle the people you want to wrestle, go have fun.
Oh, yeah. I agree with you. I think she's definitely going to do the Cody thing, undesirable, undeniable type of thing.
It makes sense.
Yeah. I definitely see that for her. And then, coming back and, being like, I need to finish. Not finish the story, but I gotta,
Yeah.
It's weird too, because with Sasha,
Mercedes.
Yeah, with Mercedes, she's just kind of going back to a route that I don't really like, because she's dropped the title after she won it and then she dropped the title. I'm like, I kind of wish you would have held on to that.
Yeah, I actually wanted to say something about that. That was my second point. Why is that title being passed around like herpes?
That's not true. No, we can't. This is the legit. They're the third. It's the third change.
That's the start of a herpes pandemic, buddy.
Who's the
Hey, yo.
Fuck.
Yo, I love this comment. This is definitely the chat. For those who are just listening to us, right? Your audacity of the female persuasion in the wrestling career is beyond those of the expeditious of the members of the Concatic group of my screen.
Somebody copy and paste that. I'm gonna put that on a shirt. I'm gonna put that on the shirt.
That's a Chaz thing.
I'm gonna put that on a shirt. That's
great.
That's the first exclusive shirt that's gonna drop on For Your Wear. It's just that. It's gonna take the whole shirt up, and just big white lettering, just going right down, and just getting. Oh, and it gets smaller as you go down. There it is.
As it goes down.
It's like a fine print.
Yep, there it is. Yep, there it is. Yep. Oh man. All right, Damien, what grinds your gears?
Oh yeah. So I guess crazy ass wrestlers that just don't get the point that they should walk away from the spotlight.
Oh, this is a shot to Jericho?
Well, no. I'm talking about legit,
I thought you were talking.
Yeah, people like that. That's just not letting go and doing stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like what I found out earlier about that lawsuit with Rocket Con. It's just Let it go. Let it go, guys. Look,
Man.
y'all weren't that good. Y'all did some fucked up shit. You're horrible people. Just go live in a corner somewhere and leave people alone.
She said like they conspired to kidnap her kids and
Yo, Chris Benoit is on that list.
yeah, and like the man's dead.
He was dead before the situation.
The
situation happened in 2019, I believe.
Yo, I didn't know that.
Yes, this
didn't-
happened like all these people that she has on there. It's like this happened when she got in trouble for kidnapping her kids or taking them because she didn't have custody and got caught. And then they got extradited back to where they were supposed to be at. And so now all these people and agencies are in trouble. And she can't let it go. Like, you fucked up. It is what it is. But it just doesn't make any sense. I can't wrap my head around it.
I didn't know
let it go,
that
guys. Like, walk away, people. Like, it is what it is. Just let it go.
That's amazing. I love it. All right, another fine segment of what grinds Damien's gears. All right,
It bothers me.
yeah. This or that. What you got, Cliff? This or that.
You know what? It's interesting because I was listening to the Joe Rogan Experience, right? And Ric Flair was actually on the show. Yeah, I like how your jaw dropped after I said that. After you rolled your eyes about the Joe Rogan Experience, I get it, right? But anyway, so Ric Flair was on there. Ric Flair was talking about the time that he was in North Korea, right? Which got me thinking about some past opponents and some past feuds. So my question for this or that, better rivalry with, is it Rick and Sting or is it Rick and Michaels?
Wait, Rick and Shawn Michaels?
No, Michael Jannetty. Yeah, Shawn Michaels.
Oh.
It's not even Michael Jannetty. That's why I'm like,
because I was like, wait, okay. You want to make sure that was the one. So Rick and Sting and Rick and Shawn. Ooh.
I think I have my choice.
Man.
I think I got my choice. Because I lived through both.
Man, I've seen like 3 matches of Rick and Sting throughout their history.
Oh, you didn't see any of it then.
No, exactly. But I know
you heard about it though.
Yeah, like I know the significance of Rick and Sting. Like, there's no Sting if there was no Ric Flair. Like Sting said that last week. He said it.
No, and it's fact.
Which is, it's fact. Exactly. So that's what I'm like, I'm still thinking.
Yeah.
Keep going. If everybody else has theirs, I'm going to take to the last hour for this one because this is a good one. Ooh.
Okay. Anthony, what you got?
I'm going to go with the a la Bret Hart here and say WCW. And Sting and Ric Flair feud hands down.
You know what's awesome is that you did WCW like signature, but you did it like in the black part of your screen, so no one saw you do the WCW.
I'm still trying to learn the system. WC. Fuck, whatever. You get the fucking point.
What you got, Damien?
Like I said, I lived through both, but see, I was younger and more impressionable during the Sting and Flair. As in Flair and Michaels, I was jaded and older.
You still are jaded.
Exactly.
Oh no, I am. Oh, I didn't say I wasn't. I was not denying that. Not one bit now. But I have to go with.
See, yeah.
Nitro.
They did.
It really did.
They did. And it was a good
And
match.
like that feud, like a big Sting fan. Also a big Flair fan too back then. So it was just, I don't know, it was like the best thing going for WCW and NWA at the time. Because, like, yeah, I grew up on WWE, but like as I got a little bit like 6 or 7, like I started finding out about the NWA and all those other freaking territories, and like it was different. You know what I mean? So like getting to see that feud from like its infancy and like growing up with it, yeah, have to pick Sting and Flair like hands down.
I think that I would like to go with Rick and Michaels, because obviously like that match at the end, WrestleMania was just a true testament of like what those two guys could do. And we even got like Michaels being able to be the one that everybody's gonna remember, that last moment of the, I love you, and then you hit the super kick. But I grew up with the Sting Flair as well. And I watched the last match on Nitro, when Sting put on the sharpshooter and Rick tapped out.
Panama City, baby.
And I do remember watching when Sting and Rick were like supposed to be on the same team, and then Rick turned on him like in the early 90s. So like there's so much like stuff building up with the feud between those two. So I think for me personally, just because I have an emotional connection to it, I'm gonna go with Rick and Sting over Rick and Michaels.
All right. I have the emotional connection to Rick and Michaels because that's I was growing up with Rick and Sean, and being that I was the Sean fanatic as a child, still am. There's nothing beats that for me as far as like when you talk about WrestleMania moments, like it's art. Like to get really philosophical, like it's art. Like seeing Sean right, like and like that story that in itself just was so good and just told beautifully right from the get-go, right from the beginning, even when Rick was still fighting for his like legit his job in the months prior. Like you gotta forget, like even before that happened, every match that Flair had could have been his last. So I remember as a child growing up, I thought Flair was going to beat Sean. I was like, no, there's no way. He's on a roll. So I want to say Sean and Rick just because that match left an impression on me, like still to this day. But you don't get anything better than Rick and Sting. When you talk about the great wrestling rivalries, you definitely don't leave out Rick and Sting in the first 5. And that's any wrestling fan, just if you go off the dome. Not really thinking, if you tell me 5 good wrestling ones, you'll probably get John Cena, Randy Orton up there nowadays. You'll probably get Rick and Sting and Ricky Steamboat. But you're going to get Rick and Sting before you get down to like 5 rivalries. Like, and if like real, it's just you don't get nothing better than that. And just the time, like you said, that lasted legit the entire run of WCW. If you really, really look at it.
Yeah, it was like an on and off kind of
on and off type of thing. Like throughout the entire run of WCW, that one constant
like
throughout it.
Batman.
Yes, that's exactly. You took the word legit. Took the word out of my mouth. Legitimately. So that's what it was, and it was that's basic pro wrestling right there, right? So I'm gonna go Rick and Sting, just because you want to look at a great wrestling rivalry and how to do it the right way, and just have with twists and turns and that. Boom, there it is. And I bet you if you put both of them old geezers out there right now, and they still put a fire match than half the indies do.
Nah, dude, Rick will die.
Damn, like why you gotta bring the whole indie scene
like
into
that?
It?
Like,
No shit.
Listen,
dude,
look, Sting only does tag matches now, and he's fire at them.
Exactly.
That's facts.
And we saw that Rick can't even do a tag match.
Rick did it.
Why you try to put him in his singles?
Hey. Listen, Rick can do
Didn't
it.
he say? Didn't Rick say that he passed out twice, like during that match?
Yes,
That last one he just did.
dude.
He
I
did say
watched
that.
that match and I was afraid for his life. It was hard to watch.
I
It
loved
was
it.
hard. Look, the
I loved it.
first 5 minutes were fire. They should have went home at 6.
No, absolutely not. That's why they went 30.
He had to hold him up to hold the brass knuckles. He couldn't even lock in the figure 4 correctly. His shoulders was pinned to the ground. I don't want to hear it. It was a double count. The referee fucked up.
It's a referee.
The match.
You know, all
Yo,
matches
no,
are at
it
referee's
shouldn't be.
discretion, just like any other sport. Referee discretion.
Chaz, if I get that old, and if
I'm gonna let you wrestle. I'm
we're
gonna let you
have
wrestle.
a problem.
No, we're not.
You
You're gonna put on a fire match at 78, bro.
You're there already, though.
Exactly.
And then die right there in the ring.
You're there already.
No, you won't, bro. You're crazy.
Dang,
You're
that's
fine.
crazy.
You'll be fine, bro.
Yeah, Chaz is out here Chaz is out here just going, the audacity of you thinking that you're not going to be the wrestling professional that you are in this industry right now is absurd, sir. I'm going to need you to take a second and just look at the intellectual side of you and how you wrestle in this ring right now, today, in professional wrestling. It's what we do.
This is not funny anymore. It's not funny anymore.
Just that, and if I'm in my 70s,
Chill out, Stephen A. You'll be okay.
I'm tasing you.
This is deplorable.
And I will be carrying a taser. I promise.
All right. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, if you are a PlayStation user, you get a trophy. You get a platinum trophy. My Xbox users, you get an achievement because if you got to the end of this show, well, shout out to you because this is actually less than an hour, which is crazy because it's 4 of us. And always when it was 4 of us, that show went for an hour and a half, and I was just like, absolutely not a thing. So, but yeah, so shout out to you from yeah, exactly.
We're all adults. We all grew up.
Right. In the 2 years.
Oh, we didn't even get to talk about that real quick before anybody knows. Saturday, actually yesterday, was our 4-year anniversary of having it now in the ring.
Oh, look
3.
at that.
2020. 3.
Yeah, 3. It's going on our 4th year.
Well,
Shut
yeah.
up, Chaz. I can't count. I'm not a referee.
Oh my God. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. If you have not already done so, make sure you check us out on your favorite social media platform. You know the @ handle. I say it every week. You know the pod. All right. For all of my Apple Podcast listeners, make sure you give me a 5-star Frog Splash review off the top of SoFi Stadium. Review. All right. Definitely give us that. Make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on all your other favorite podcast platforms: Spotify, Google Podcasts, podcast.com, Podcorn. If it got podcast and you type in the 3 count, you'll find me and my friends and Anthony there. Especially if you really go far, far, far back, you'll see him there a lot, causing a ruckus. Anthony, it was great having you on. It was weird having another box on my screen, but
beautiful surprise.
But it definitely, as you always guys do, you guys end up surprising me, and I hate surprises. And this was, I thought the Jay Bougie one was the worst one. It probably is still a little bit, but this one takes the cake.
It does because Anthony was filming this whole thing in portrait, not landscape.
Exactly, and that's another thing. Like he knew better. No, get out of here. No,
fucking thing. Technology, motherfucker.
That's it. We're done. We're done right now. We're hitting the end button, okay? Just like this video.
Oh, God. Oh, he laughed.
He did. He really walked.